Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Tiffany. So today I wanted to talk about how do we know or how can we tell the difference between our mind talking to us and telling us to do something versus our intuition. As you know, at least in spiritual spaces, it's better to be listening to our intuition or at least giving that voice some priority and not letting the mind talk us out of things or add confusion. So I think the best way to articulate how to understand the voice of your intuition versus your mind is to give you two examples, like real life examples. One is my own experience, and the second is an experience my friend had that she shared with me that I think just illustrates this beautifully. So the first example, I was on a cruise with my husband. We had paid for an excursion in Jamaica to go out to a beach where you get a lunch and it's supposed to be this like fancy dining experience. And so we had gotten off the cruise ship. We went to the excursion meeting place where you get on a van and then you're driven out to the location that you're going to be having this event. While we were waiting for the car to come, we were standing there in a group of people, and I started to feel this sick feeling in my belly. I started to feel like we should not go, something's not right. And I even said to my husband at the time, I said, I don't think we should go. I think we should skip this. And my husband's really easygoing. So he was like, well, if you feel like we shouldn't go, let's not go. So my gut told me something's not right. But my mind kicked in and said, okay, but we've paid $100 or whatever it is to go to this lunch. My husband's excited to see Jamaica and I don't want to ruin that experience for him. I'm being irrational. This is silly. You know, my mind is thinking this is irrational. You're paid this money. You're going to go to a beach. Like, why wouldn't you want to go? And so you can see the difference between my gut is like the sick feeling in my body, like something's not right. Let's abandon ship. And the mind, though, just starts questioning. Well, you're being ridiculous. We've already paid money, sunk cost fallacy. Why should we back out now? You're being ridiculous, right? So that is the difference between the body, the intuition that you feel in your body, and then the mind. So what was the outcome of that experience? We did end up going on this excursion, and it ended up being a less than great experience. Luckily, nobody died. We didn't get to a car accident. It was nothing like that. But when we got there, the facility was not what they said it would be. The service was not what they said it would be. The food was not what they said it would be. The restrooms were gross. And we were stuck there on this beach location, and we had to wait before we could leave and go back to the cruise ship. So my body, there was something in me that knew that this was not going to be a good experience, but I didn't listen to it. So the voice of your intuition can speak in a whisper, right? It's not always going to make sense. Like in my previous example with Jamaica excursion, my brain was kicking in and it's like saying, this doesn't make sense, right? So in the next example, my friend is moving in a few months to a different state, long distance, to move in with her partner. And she was thinking to herself, you know, I'm going to go ahead and pack up some of my boxes. And then every time I go visit him, I'm going to take some boxes and I'll just store them in his basement. But for some reason, her intuition kicked in right before her trip there. This voice just told her, don't take any boxes. And then the mind kicks in and says, well, why shouldn't we take boxes? It makes complete sense for us to take boxes this trip because it's more efficient. And then the mind also kicked in for her and said, does this say something about this relationship? Should I even be moving in with him? Is there something I don't know that's going on? And the mind starts getting paranoid, and the mind starts assigning all of this meaning to why we shouldn't take boxes to her partner's house. A few weeks go by, and she got her answer on why her intuition was telling her not to take the boxes to his house. He ended up having some severe weather and got a lot of rain, and his basement flooded. And so she's like, oh, that's why I shouldn't take the boxes, because if I would have taken the boxes, my stuff would have been destroyed. And so now she knows that when she does take stuff and she's packing things, she's putting things in plastic tubs in case that were to happen again. So these are two practical examples I wanted to share on how our intuitive voice will show up it won't make sense. The mind will start to question it. And then at that point, we either listen to it, right? Like my friend did, she didn't take the boxes, or we don't listen to it, like I did, and I end up going on this excursion and having a crappy experience. So I hope this was helpful to you. And if you have any questions or any thoughts, I'd love to hear them.